Hi, everyone, and welcome to Non-Technical SEO and Negative SEO. This is Ann Cohen, and I'm happy to bring to you Razvan Girmasia, who is the CEO of Monitor Backlinks, a service that I have just started using. I accidentally discovered it and have been so impressed by it that I called him up and I said, wow, this is like the best thing since sliced bread. And I need to know more about the purpose of backlinks and how to identify the ones that will damage my client's website ranking. And he said, oh, well, I'll show you everything. So he did. And then when he did that, I said, oh, I have about 4,000 readers of an email marketing newsletter that I send out occasionally, and a lot of them have some pretty bad-looking backlinks. And I'm wondering if you'd be willing to do a webinar to teach them. And he said, sure, I'll even give them a special offer. Be even more affordable than it already is, which will amaze you if you don't already know how inexpensive it is. But without any further ado, Razvan, I'm going to turn it over to you. And
okay.
Everybody, I'm going to look at your little control panel. There's a spot there where you can ask a question. I promise not to identify you by name, but just feel free to go ahead and hit the question box and write hi there or something so that I know you know where it is. Everyone should have received a spreadsheet that shows all of your backlinks. Those are not just bad backlinks. Those are all of them.
Okay.
I tell that to everybody. So everybody send me a little note so that I know you know how to ask me a question. It's on that it's on that gray control panel. You should pop it up by hitting that little gold icon in your computer tray there at the bottom. It looks like a little gold star, sort of. Hi.
Hey.
PT. Hi, LH.
Okay.
All right. I've got a lot of hi. Okay, I think we're ready to start, Razvan, so take it away.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Thank you very much for attending. I think, so basically, as the CEO of Monitor Backlinks, when I started to build the tool, I'm a technical guy, and I had like 6 years of search engine optimization experience as a consultant, and I know that basically SEO, most of the SEO now is non-technical. So you will see when we get to that, there. So what we will cover now is some basics, strategies, or what you should know and what you should not be afraid to learn on SEO, non-technical SEO. What can you achieve? And we will cover a bit on the negative SEO part, something that you should be aware, just in case. You'll see. So, okay, I hope you can see my screen. Yeah. So basically, before 2012, 2011, 2012, with Google, you could abuse Google a lot. So you could do a lot of tricks to rank high in Google, and not really with a lot of efforts. But that required quite a lot of technical knowledge to know exactly how Google works. After 2011, when they released the Panda update, it's called Panda algorithm change. Basically, Google started to detect automatically links, websites that were low-quality websites. So people that were just scrapping or stealing content or creating low-quality content started to get penalized. And after that, in 2012, in May, they released Penguin. Penguin update is something that they were penalizing websites for getting low-quality links. If you were just having links from web directories, forums, member profiles, hacked websites, or even irrelevant websites to your website, you could get penalized. And a lot of websites did. I think only on the first Penguin update, 12% of all websites got penalized. And then now it's already Penguin 3.0. So about abusing technical SEO, everything that I wrote here, and there are a lot more other strategies, worked really well before the Penguin update and the Panda update. So cloaking, when, for example, as a technical guy, you could see when Google was visiting your website, and you could show Google a different page and the user a totally different page, for example, or getting massive links. There are even scripts that post automatically on forums, networks. That worked before Google Penguin. Short content, keyword density. A lot of people were just stuffing keywords. They were not really producing quality content on the web. They were just spamming, creating a lot of pages on their websites with just some keywords that they were trying to target, and stuffing them either in heading tags, keyword, or all over the pages, marking them as bold and something like this. So basically, with non-technical SEO, is now even the technical guys can achieve like 80% of what they do. If you hire an SEO company, for example, or an SEO consultant, 80% of what they will do, it will not be technical. So this is something that you can do, or hire a non-technical. Usually now all the SEO companies work with copywriters, or even if you're a specialist in your company, in your field, you could just find the time, 2 hours per week, and write something on your website about your expertise, and this can get you quite high rankings. So about 80% of the power you can do it non-technical SEO, and that's either working on the content or either working on the links. The content part is quite easy, but you just have to do it. So it's very, very important. For example, so you own your website. It's very easy. You probably have your website on WordPress. It's very easy to just create some pages in your website, and there is Google Webmaster Tools. I'm not sure if you all know it, but you can actually see in Google Webmaster Tools the keywords, like keyword density of all the pages on all your websites. So basically, Google shows you that he understands about your website, that your website is relevant to the top keywords on all the pages. So they sum up all the keywords, everything that you write about. So that's why it's very important to write about your niche. If you write about, if you're a dentist, and write anything that can be useful for the user related to your profession, and then Google will know that you will target people that are looking for a dentist, for example, or but yes, very important. Do not copy paste. I know there is a lot of information. There is Wikipedia, so people can find information, but actually people look for expert information now. So it's harder and harder because of all the low quality content out there. People are looking for experts. They want to read experts' opinion. So do not be afraid, even if there is content out there. Just start and write it on your website, and it will be available for the users. The other suggestion I have is to build a brand. So doesn't matter what profession or what niche you have, you must offer quality service. So if you're and in the end, this will eventually get people talking about you, and it's not all about SEO, all about Google, but yeah, this will be very important for Google in long term. So with your service, even not online, you do not need to be online. So if people come to your office, make the users happy, they'll start talking on forums. I'm pretty sure, for example, on the doctor's niche, people are first searching online on forums or on other communities, or asking on Facebook, what doctor do you recommend for this in my region, or what should I do if I have these symptoms.
Oh yeah, they're all over the internet looking for plastic surgeons, cosmetic dentists, dermatologists, bariatric surgeons.
Exactly, and if you are not there, then you miss quite an opportunity. But the thing is, you as a doctor, you do not have time to be there on all the time to be on the forums. So the idea is to make other users happy, make them happy, offer quality service, and they will recommend you. But in the end, you can try to find. I added here call to action. You should try to find some. Don't be afraid to ask. So ask for people to recommend you. Ask for people to write about you. What people try to find a way to, because people usually listen. So if you tell them, they will do it. If you do not tell them, 90% won't do it. So
that's true.
Yeah. So try to find. Don't be afraid to ask for them to write testimonials or write on their blogs. A lot of people have blogs now, Twitter or anything. So even let's get back a bit. So even if you read about social media, so social media links do not count for SEO. They will not improve directly your rankings, but indirectly, people are on social media. So millions and millions of people are on Facebook or Twitter. If they talk there, some other editor or client that has a blog will read about it, will hear about you, and eventually, indirectly, will maybe write about you and recommend you. So Facebook is okay. Do not think only, okay, if Facebook is not a signal for SEO, I won't be there.
Now, what about Twitter? What about Twitter, LinkedIn, and Pinterest in terms of backlinks? Those are public sites. So if I write a tweet and I write hashtag Albuquerque Plastic Surgeon, is it possible for that to be found then by somebody who types in Albuquerque Plastic Surgeon on Google, for example?
Not quite. So basically, you can write on LinkedIn. You can publish articles, pages, and those can rank in Google, but they will not. They will not rank with your website. So
right, they don't rank your website, but they do help with brand identity.
Yeah, exactly. Brand, and even so, for example, there are people that post videos on YouTube about what they do, and instead they're in the title with their location at the description. And Google, a lot of the times when you search, for example, how to do something, how to extract a teeth or something like this, a tooth, Google might show up the YouTube video at first in the first results, and if that is your video, you can still get customers and visitors to that YouTube video, and then they will get to your website. So indirectly, it's very, very valuable. But directly, they do not affect. The links are ignored by Google. From Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and all the social networks, they are ignored by Google. And as I said, always, just so you know, so basically, let's say you have your niche, you write good content on your website, you have control of your website, so it's your responsibility, and it's very easy for you to control the website, to control its content, its code. So and it's very easy to just hire a company, a good company, and they will make sure your website is very well optimized. Very well optimized for Google. What this means is when Google will come to your website, you will know exactly how to read, how to jump from link to link, and to index your content correctly. But in a competitive niche, think that all your competitors can do that. It's very easy because they control their own code. So how Google works is basically they'll rank you first on your content and say, okay, for this keyword, there are 20 people that have really good websites. And the other thing that will make you jump on the first place, for example, in Google, is the links that your website has, because there is no other differentiation. So if all of the competitors, and you have the same code, the same quality content, what matters for you to get quality links to your website. By quality links, I mean links from even from forums or websites, news magazines that are related to your niche. So do not go for the links that have nothing to do with your niche. If you are a dentist, okay, you can get links from health websites, but do not go from links from web design companies or something like this. Or there are even worse examples.
No incoming links from Joe's Pizza.
Exactly. So that is a very, very bad signal for Google, and eventually you can get penalized. And we will get there what that means. And what this means to get this kind of links, again, it's non-technical. I said that. So what you have to do is basically try to find out who your competition is. And you can do easily this just by using Google. You go, for example, dentist in New York, let's say, and you type that in Google, and you look at the first 10 or 20 results, and then you want to rank for that keyword, and you'll pick up 3 or 4 competitors from there. Try to get their links, and then browse them and see who wrote about your competitors. And then from each competitor, you will try to get links. Not from
so what you're saying is, I'm sorry to interrupt, what you're saying is that we can identify the incoming links on our competitors' websites through monitor backlinks, and then, for example, maybe something comes in from a beauty blog or a health blog, and we can always approach that health blog or another health blog and see if they'll write something about us that will give us a link from their blog into our website.
Exactly. So it's even if you hire an SEO company, this is the first thing that the first thing that they will do is probably get the easy links, and you will pay the same amount probably, but they will just get the easy links that are usually low quality, but they will tell you, okay, we've got you 50 links this month, it's enough, you pay for 3 months, we won't do anything else. But those won't really impact a lot your websites. And when I say easy links, I mean web directories, that's everything that's on the web that you can just click, enter your URL, some description, and click submit. Those are easy links. Those are
those bad?
They will not necessarily get you penalized, but especially if they are from relevant content, but they tend to carry very, very less weight. So even if you get 100 of them, they might not impact your search engine rankings, or very, very small.
Because, it might not be worth the trouble.
Yeah, because if you think about it, when everyone is just has access to internet and can easily enter a website, enter the details, and click submit, trust me, the SEO companies know all the websites that have this, and when they get clients, they just even use automated scripts to submit to all of the websites at once. So Google, what Google does is basically they look at this kind of websites and they see, oh, okay, all the pages on this website have just external links. So what this tells Google, that will say, okay, this is probably a web directory where people just submit websites, and they will either ignore, either penalize that website. So that's why I
have a question that came in. Somebody was asking whether it's always bad to link from a web directory. I mean, how do you know, are all the web directories bad, or are just some of them, and how does a physician or dentist know? No. So not all web directories are bad. There are local directories, for example, that are relevant to your area, to your region, and usually they, if you see them very well categorized, and not, for example, go in one page and see 1,000 submitted pages. So one section, if it has 1,000 websites subscribed, and they will all show even by number, then this means this will tell Google that that website is low quality. It's not human edited. So it's basically just something to create pages, because in the past
you could easily get a lot of traffic from search engines by just generating pages like that with the user's content. But now, since Penguin, web directories either get ignored or. But so what you have to do is try to find local directories. So if you live in New York, find New York web directories, and especially where they have a section about your niche. See that they are not overly spammed and with thousands and thousands of external pages, and so this can still be okay. But it's a lot harder now to find. Yeah, and also try to look, especially for example, if a competitor has a link from one directory like this, you can look. For example, I will give you an example with Monitor Backlinks. You can get a ranking for each of the page that a competitor has linked from, and you can see from that ranking how important that page is. So if it carries actually enough page rank to influence your search engine rankings.
Okay, so be aware that just because a company says they've gotten you 50 backlinks does not mean all those 50 backlinks are going to enhance your ranking on Google.
Exactly. And always when you work with an SEO company, always ask for reports. I will give you later an example in this webinar with what people got when they hired SEO companies, but we will get to that later.
Okay.
So why I'm saying about this strategy, about always think of getting backlinks, it's non-technical, because what you do is basically look at your competitors. When you receive, for example, with Monitor Backlinks, we send you every 10 days, we monitor your competitor and see if they get new links. We will send you an email alert. We won't email you in case you already seen some links. So the links from some specific domains. So we filter all the data, and when you get an email from us with the competitors' links, if you see 3-5 new links, just go browse them, find the blogger or editor that wrote about your competition, and in most cases, you'll be surprised. In most cases, bloggers and editors usually just like to write about stuff. So just give them something to write. Find an angle. If they are bloggers, invite them. I don't know. Invite them. Talk to them. Ask them to review your product or your service. If they are editors, tell them a story. So you will have to get creative, but this is non-technical. So you will have to approach them, use their contact form, use their LinkedIn or whatever info you find on the website that you get from the competitor. See who wrote about it and approach them as a person and see what you can do to eventually, so they can recommend your service. And by recommending, eventually they will write about you. So, and this is the best strategy that you can get the links from nowadays, that are quality links that carry a lot of weight and will not get you penalized.
Alrighty, so it's kind of a one-by-one kind of a process.
Yeah, because even if you get 3-4 new links a month, they'll still carry a lot of weight, and they will improve your rankings. But you have to take into consideration that SEO is a long-term process. So if you want very fast, you'll pay for ads. You go with AdWords, you pay for ads, but as long as you pay, you'll be there. When you stop paying, you will not be there, and you'll compete directly with your competition. But as SEO, you have to think as a long-term process. Start with writing, have patience, and in 12 months, 12 to 12 months, you will triple or even more your website traffic. And the best thing about SEO is that once you get there, Google doesn't like to change rankings very often. So once you get there, it will be very hard for you to drop if you got there naturally, not doing anything tricky. And so there are any other questions about this before I get to the negative SEO part?
Nope, no more questions right now.
Okay. With negative SEO, what does this mean? So because Google now bans, penalizes websites that have low quality links. It's easy for anyone to actually target someone else and just spam them with low quality links, and you'll get penalized. And this is so Google didn't find yet a solution for this. They did add a disavow tool. It's a disavow tool, meaning that if you know you have low quality links, or if someone builds low quality links to your website, you have to. Google has a tool that will let you say that, okay, I do not want these links to count. So you cannot go and actually remove those links. No one will actually remove those links, especially from spam, from automated scripts that just spam on the internet. But you can tell Google to ignore them, so they do not count and they will not penalize your website. What I mean by penalized, you can. So let's say if you have now 200 visitors every day to your website, when you get penalized, you will get close to zero. Or let's say even if you go to 50 visitors a day, that's a huge drop.
How do people know if they're penalized? Somebody just asked me that question.
It's very easy, actually. So you must have Google Analytics installed, and you just look. You go in Google Analytics, audience, and organic traffic, and you can look. You can put the range for last year, for example, and look if you have big drops. So when you get penalized, you lose at least 50% of your traffic, but usually up to 80% of the traffic you can lose. So and that is in the course of 1 or 2 days.
So nobody sends you a note from Google saying, hey, you know what, you have a bunch of really bad backlinks and so we penalized you.
Yes.
You'll just suddenly see your ranking will go to the...
There is a case when you know that you got penalized. Those are called manual penalties. So if you're doing something tricky, like you've built some bad links, but in a way that Google Penguin algorithm didn't manage to detect it correctly, and you still rank well, Google has a manual reviewing team that are reviewing websites, and you will get a manual penalty. And in this case, if you have your website connected with Google Webmaster Tools, which is free, and I recommend to anyone, they'll send you an email where it will tell you, because you have these unnatural links to your website, if you're selling links, if you're buying links. So these are kind of links. Even if you buy links from very good websites, Google Penguin algorithm will not detect necessarily this, but you will get a manual penalty. And a manual penalty is...
So you might get a note.
Yeah, you will get a note in this case. And we'll tell you exactly, look at these samples of links that we find that are unnatural, you either bought them or something like this. But the recovery process is actually a lot harder, because the disavow tool that I was talking about before, where you can just go and say, please ignore these links, does not work in manual penalties. So when you got a manual penalty, especially about the links, they will tell you you'll have to go and clean up the web. So they will want to see you put efforts in contacting anyone that linked to your website to remove that link. And trust me, it's very, very hard to get people to respond, to go and edit an old post that from somewhere to remove that link. So if you have bad backlinks,
you'd better get rid of them before you have a manual review.
Yeah.
Which I assume is just random by somebody, a live human being at Google.
Yes. So
you can just disavow them if you find them first, but you can't disavow them if you get a manual review.
Exactly. If you disavow them before Google takes action, then it's no problem. This will tell Google that maybe a competitor or someone else did that for you, just to get you in trouble. So if you are aware of your link, so you should use something, for example, with Monitor Backlinks, we created so every day we monitor your domain, and in case we find a new link from a new domain to your website, the next day we will notify you. So at least have a look. Okay, we will get you all the metrics, SEO metrics, to see how valuable that link is, or if it's low quality or not. But look at that link and see if it can get you in trouble or not. See if it's a spam link. And this...
Yeah, I've noticed that. I keep getting an email from you every day or so saying, here are your new 5 links, 7 links, whatever, that appeared on your client's website within the last 24 hours. And then I just go check them out and see if they're junk.
Exactly.
Or if they're good. And if they're junk, then I disavow them and get rid of them.
Exactly. So
okay.
I think now, so for example, last year in 2014, I got so many. I talked to so many clients that were getting, even bloggers, so bloggers that didn't really have a business. It's so easy now to do negative SEO that even bloggers or businesses get spammy links and they get penalized. The problem is that the clients, usually the business owners, find out that they get penalized when their traffic reaches close to 0 or drops very high, and then they will have to wait a very long time, and they will require expertise to recover from penalties. So
got it.
It's very good to just keep an eye on who links to your website. And why I'm saying that it's very cheap, because look, for example, I put us in a screenshot here, extortion emails. So these guys are actually from India. So they just start sending a lot of emails to. So they just buy or scan the web for emails, and they send this kind of emails. They will say that they will build 20,000 links to your website in one day with an automated script from forum profiles or hacked websites or stuff like this. And this for sure will get you, if you do not know what to do, this will get you penalized. And they are asking for money not to do it. So they are asking for $1,500 not to do.
Wow.
Yeah, so, and actually this email reached really popular SEO experts, and even Google commented on this. So it's very.
I've never heard of that. I've never had a client approach me with that problem. So that's kind of creepy.
This is new. You have to be very unethical to do this. But there are people in the world that do this, and they can target anyone. But most cases, it's negative SEO is done by your competitors. So if you're ranking very well, don't really feel safe and not do anything, because any competitor can just go either they can pay $200 for 1,000 backlinks where someone just pushes a button, and those links can get you in trouble if you do not detect them, and they will not tell you. So if you just sit well, ranking well in Google, and do not really monitor your backlinks, you can still get in trouble and lose everything that you worked for years.
Oh yeah, my client that I mentioned in the email I sent out to my readers, he was floating along just fine. In October the 17th of last year, his ranking just went down the tubes.
Yeah.
And it's interesting to see the date, because that was an algorithm change date.
Exactly.
And it just went right in the cellar. And ever since then, when I was hired in November, the first thing I said was, I think it's backlinks. I think this is your deal. And yeah, he had 2,200 backlinks, 90% of which were junk.
Exactly. So what you said in 17 October, that was release of Penguin 3.0, which means exactly Google updated their algorithm, detected the low quality websites, low quality links that link to other websites, and then they penalized. So it's really
all the more reason, everybody, to be constantly aware. Your web people should be sending you monthly update notices saying, this is what these are your rankings for all of your keywords. This is where you rank on Google. This is where you rank on Bing. This is where you rank on Yahoo. So that you know, are you moving up? Are you moving down? And there's always some fluidity. But if you suddenly have a precipitous drop, there's a big reason.
Yeah. So yeah.
And you don't want to suddenly find that out 6 months into the problem, because it'll take you 6 months to dig out.
Yeah, you asked before if you know how, if you got a penalty or not. If you constantly monitor your keywords, yeah, you can easily see when you had a big drop. If you start to lose, like for your top 5 keywords, you lose the rankings. You can still rank for other keywords. Then yeah, you got a penalty.
Yep. And this guy had an SEO firm the whole time.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he was just kind of flying by the seat of his pants or doing the, do-it-yourself SEO thing. He was paying somebody. And I couldn't believe that person he was paying was not paying attention to this. How could you not notice that somebody's rankings went all the way down to zip on one day? How could you not notice that?
Well, I had a client last year. He contacted me, and I wrote a case study on this on the blog. So he hired an SEO company, but he found out about Monitor Backlinks and said, okay, I will subscribe and just to see what that SEO company is doing, because most SEO companies still are not transparent. They do not want to talk to you. You'll say, okay, just pay me $500, $1,000 per month, and we will take care of your search engine rankings. But what they actually did is they just got them links from hacked websites, from Asia, from porn websites. So and because he had Monitor Backlinks and he didn't actually had any technical knowledge, he didn't know about SEO, but he approached me and he said, okay, why am I getting these links? So he saw in Monitor Backlinks he got links from Brazil, India, China, Japan, and all in one day.
God.
And when he saw the websites, wikiporn.org, and those kinds of, yeah, so he hired an SEO company. The SEO company was working already for 5 or 6 months for him. But so he just got the tool, and then he started to find out what links that they were building. And what he did is basically we actually reviewed together the links on Monitor Backlinks. We took them one by one, but we saw the date when they were built, so it was quite easy to detect them. We looked at the flag, the anchor text, because most of them have the exact same anchor text. And you could easily just go and select a checkbox and click disavow, and then submit that file to Google and said, okay, Google, please ignore that link. And he actually ignored 2,000 links. Okay, for him it was really easy because he got them in one day. He immediately knew the links that were bad, and he just disavowed them, and his website was safe. But
okay, so I think we've identified what bad links are. Everybody understand what bad links are? A bad link is any link that comes from a link farm, a place where you can buy links, things that are unrelated to your business, porn sites. When I ran all of the reports for the attendees to this webinar, I didn't see any porn sites on them, thank God. But anything that is unrelated to your business, Google will frown about that, and if you get enough junk, that will penalize you when they have an algorithm update, which happens, I don't know, how often is an algorithm update happening?
So the Penguin update was last time 6 months it took, but Google said that they will refresh it a lot faster, so Google updates will be more and more often now. So
wow, that's just great.
This is also this is good, because if you submit a disavow, so if you got a penalty, if you submit a disavow report to Google, on the next update you can recover, and you do not have to wait 6 months to 1 year.
Okay, now we only have 20 minutes left. What are the most important points you want to teach us about bad backlinks? Maybe, I think we've kind of figured out how to identify them. How do we identify them on your system, and what do we do when we see them?
Okay, so basically on our system, what you will get a screenshot like this. So the links will be sorted by date, so every day you will see that you will get links, and usually to identify a bad link, the first sign are, let me just show you on more recent screen.
Can you make that bigger at all? I might be the only person who's having trouble seeing this.
I made it now bigger. It's full screen.
Even if we only see a couple lines. Okay. This, folks, is what I saw when I exported it to Excel and sent it to you. That's why you don't have a screenshot that looks like this. Yeah. What you received is an Excel spreadsheet that represents all of this information.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, go ahead.
You can export it here from just click one button, and that's what you did. You exported from here, but yeah, it's not with all the icons and graphics, so maybe harder to read. Okay. So basically, monitor backlinks.
Super easy. That's what I liked.
Yeah. The first sign that you will see low quality links will be the external links. So the last column here will be will start to get red. And if you have a lot of, if you're starting to get a lot of external links from the page where you have a link from, this means it's either a low quality link because people just staff external keywords there. They usually do link exchange. So this is, for example, a low quality link. So I see in monitor backlinks I have 108 links from this page. And when I actually look at this page, I can see the sidebar is just full of external links. So
it's just junk.
Exactly. So this is something.
Okay, and now let me ask you a question. When you're looking at the report, and again, if you can make your screen a little bigger.
It's full screen. I can.
That's it, huh?
No, I can do it like this.
That'd be super. Oh, bless you. All right, now I see up there at andrepuns.biz or pun.biz, 275. No, that's only 12. What's the number under external links that we're looking for to kind of do a cutoff? So if I sort by external links, there's one there with 77 at bysong.heck.something.
So when so if they're under 20-25 links, it's usually a very it usually flows a lot of rank. It doesn't mean it's a good link, so you still have to check it. So or look at the other metrics. But in terms of how much power does it bring, it brings a lot of power. The more links that it has, the more of a sign that it's a low quality link. Even if we color them in red with over 100 links, so you can clearly catch your eye and actually go and visit that website. But even, for example, I look at this website, it has 77 external links, and I see it's from India. It's hosted in somewhere, it's the TLD, so the domain is .in. I guess even if it's hosted in the United States. So if I look at these websites, again, you look at the, yeah, it's just junk website. So
it's not a real website, it's just a bunch of links.
Yeah.
So that's not going to help us. So what do? You put that little thingy at the far right?
Yeah, so yeah, I can do that wheel and just click disavow domain and click OK.
Okay.
And you can see now it's marked with red. So I see that I reviewed this. This has been disavowed, and basically, even if you have other links from the same domain, they will be also marked with red, so you do not have to review them again. You can also bulk disavow. For example, I can check more links here, go on the top with selected disavow domains, and it will disavow all the selected.
Oh, so I don't have to do onesie twosie.
Exactly. So it's
wow. Okay. So anything over 100 external links. Now let me ask you a question. People belong to organizations, associations, American Dental Academy, the American Academy of Cosmetic Surgeons, the American Society for Plastic Surgery. And they would have lots and lots of external links, right? Because they would have an external link for every one of their 6,000 members.
Yeah.
So they don't obviously ever want to go just by the number of external links.
Yeah, but when we see external links, we see them in one page only. So if so we do not. So that's what Google is looking for, because people are usually just creating separate pages just for Google where they do link exchanges, or they just put tons of external links. They can sell links. So that's why you have to look at only on the external links on that site in this case. Okay. On that page that links to your website.
All right. Yeah, I'm sure that American Society of Plastic Surgeons does not have all 6,000 plus members on one page.
Yeah. uh, okay. The other.
Now, what happens after we click that button over there? Are we done? Do we have to do
No.
something else to tell Google that those are junky links?
No. So what you have to do is go to the after you finish reviewing all the links, you have to go to the disavow page here on the top, and all you need to do is go at the bottom here, click export, take this file. I will show you the file now. Something that's
Okay, so you click all the ones that are junk. You go to the page about disavowing, and it will create an export.
Yeah, it will.
And that export looks like a text thing. It's not Word. It's not Word. It's a text tool.
Yeah, it's a text. So there is a syntax that Google accepts. It's like domain column and the domain name. So this we automatically generate that for you when you disavow review, then disavow the links. And you will have to click on this link, Google Disavow Tool. Click here, select your website, for example, and then click Disavow Links and choose your file and upload the file that we sent you. And that's it.
That's it.
Yeah. That's everything you need.
And then how long does it take Google to help us by getting rid of those crummy links?
It depends. So Google can take even 1 month to process it, sometimes more. So usually it's not really recommended to resubmit the disavow file very often. Usually every month, do it every month. But always make sure you include the previous links that you disavowed. So you can only submit one file to Google. So that's why, for example, when you keep all the links here in Monitor Backlinks, when I get new alerts here, and I go here and, for example, and I want to disavow, I will disavow this. The system remembers already what you already disavowed, and I go to the disavow. I click export again and submit the file again to the disavow tool. So you do not have to do this very often.
Okay, so let me get this straight. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you do not have to do this very often.
Yeah, but if somebody has a bunch of backlinks that are junk, like my client who has over 2,000 of them, and you just cannot like sit there the whole day and do the whole thing, can you submit a bunch and then next week you sit there and do 50 more and then the next week you do 50 more? Can you do that?
No, it's not recommended. So do it, review every link, submit the file, and wait at least 1 month. Because Google said in a video that someone from Google said that it's a defense mechanism for them not to someone to abuse the tool to easily recover, for example, from a penalty. So when you get a penalty, Google wants you to suffer a bit because they don't know if it's real, if it's negative SEO. So they still will let you suffer a bit. So if you resubmit it very fast, they will put you at the end of the queue again. So if they did not process that file yet, you will go at the end.
So the squeaky wheel does not get more grease, is what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you find you've got a bunch of junk backlinks, take the time, or even, I mean, your secretary could do it, right? I mean, it doesn't take a brain surgeon to do these.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of looking at the questionable links. I mean, some of them are obvious, but the ones that aren't obvious, click the link, look at it, see if it's junk, and then click it, and then when you're all done, then you export. And you can do it, what do you say, once a month maybe?
Yeah, once a month. Once a month usually. Don't do it more often. And on the disavow page, we have some guides on how to use the disavow tool, but basically it's how I said, just click, disavow the domain, and then export and import. And we also have a guide on what backlinks should you disavow, or if you got a penalty recovering from Google Penguin penalty. So we have these three guides that are really useful.
Okay, sorry to interrupt. I had somebody ask me, they saw things up at the top, SEO tools, keywords, blah, blah, blah. Somebody just asked me what those mean and what else the system does.
So SEO tools, basically, it's a site tool that some people find it useful. For example, it's quite limited, but it's a very fast way for you to check a domain name, what links it has, without adding the domain in your tool. But it's as I said, it's limited. Okay, you have some credits that you can use every month to check. It's like on-demand exploring of backlinks, but it will not detect all. So if you want to detect all the links, your competitor links to monitor every day, every 10 days, you'll have to add it in your to add new domain, for example.
Okay, now what about the one that says keyword ranking? What does that do for them?
Okay, so basically keyword rankings, it's very, very, very important. Probably it's done by everyone, if you're SEO or a specialist or not. You want to know, almost anyone has an idea of what they want to rank for. So what you should do is basically you should put there some of your keywords that you want to rank for and see what happens. Basically, especially when you're at the beginning with your SEO efforts, or you started to get new links, for example, or you hire a company, add your keywords there, and we will monitor them every week, and we will make an average and see, for example, the average keyword position is for monitor backlinks is 35.4, and now, but we can actually see the evolution to see if we grow or if you get penalized. The average will drop a lot, for example. So you can see individual rankings, but also an average to tell you an idea of
how you're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
So it does it like today, and it'll also show over time. So as you start using it, you can see, well, how did I go? Did I go up or down from a month ago or a week ago or
exactly? So
last year at this? That's cool.
Yeah. So
the reason I want to mention that tool, besides the fact somebody asked me about it, is that I use other tools for all kinds of stuff, and one of them is a tool that is all about the broad spectrum of SEO, and it's very expensive. I mean, it certainly isn't the price point that Monitor Backlinks is. And when I saw this tool on there for you, I was like, well, dag, if I'd done that, I wouldn't be paying, $100 a month for the other one. So it's kind of cool that you have that little tool in there, because I think most practices that I know, and I know hundreds of them, really have no idea what their keyword rankings in Google are. They don't know whether they're up, whether they're down. They might go on Google and type in, Boca Raton breast augmentation or something, and then, count how many pages till they're on that page. But that's really time intensive to do it manually, and this just kind of makes it simple.
Yeah, and it's absolutely no sense. Doesn't make sense to go and do it manually. Really, there are a lot of tools out there that do keyword rankings. For example, on Monitor Backlinks, we send you email reports every week to see what changed. So every week you will get in your email, okay, these are the top keywords that dropped or increased in rankings. It will tell you the exact ranking and also the graphic for compared to the previous week. So we'll know every week how you progress.
I have a question here. Somebody said that they went on the site and they had no idea whether they should take the basic tool or the next step up, and how do they know?
About the plans. So basically we have the very entry plan that is okay to show. It's $90 per month, and this is for one or two very, very small websites. Because the link limit that you can have in your website is 500 unique links, and you can monitor 2 competitors and 50 keywords.
Okay.
So
if they have a small website and 50 keywords or less, and just a couple. Now you said 19. That says 15. Is that the international page you're showing?
This is it's in euros. That's right.
That's euros.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's $19.
Because in dollars,
month to month, or do they pay ahead, or how's that go?
No, so you pay every month. You can cancel anytime. So basically, when you click upgrade, you'll subscribe 1 month, and it's recurring, and you can continue or not. You also have a free trial, so you sign up and see if you like it or not, and you upgrade when you feel like it, if you find it valuable. The other plan, the difference is that on the other plan, you can either have one bigger domain that you can have up to 5,000 unique links in your account, So that's 10 times more than the basic plan, or you have more domains, up to 5 domains, and you can monitor 4 competitors, not 2 competitors.
Okay,
And
so if you have
a lot more keywords.
3 or more websites.
Yeah, and the
Got
difference,
it. Now, why?
the difference is $30 per month.
Okay, where it says 5,000 unique links, help us understand what exactly that means. What unique links are we talking about? The outgoing, the incoming, both?
Okay, so what I'm talking about is basically when you when you have your website, and if you use a lot of tools, you will see basically on Monitor Backlinks I have 33,100,000 links, and we do not take that into account. So what we are talking about is your account links. So what I have, even if I have so many links to monitor backlinks, I do not want to monitor all of them because they just create noise. And why there are so many is because when people link from sidebar or footer, they will basically create links from every page that their website has. But this doesn't mean that Google will actually put more value to those links. It's even worse. Google doesn't really like site-wide links.
They don't like what?
Site-wide links. So links from footer or sidebar, they do not really like them. So even if you have 10,000 links from one domain, because your link is in sidebar or footer, it's usually doesn't mean that it's very good. So what we do is basically we import it only once. So when we find a link, we import it once. So basically we have 2,000 unique domains that link to us. You can see it here with the star. And on our account, we have 2,500 links. So basically what this plan is, we are, for one domain, we are in the 5,000 unique links limit. This is the unique links, the 2.5 that we have.
All right. Now, somebody said that we have a special offer you're going to give people?
Yeah. So, but they'll get the coupon via email after the session. And basically, for you to get started, you can choose any plan, and you will get the first 3 months at the price of one. To apply the coupon, just go to your account page, and you will see here a coupon. I'm already a premium member, so I cannot apply the coupon. But you will see when you're in trial, you can see apply coupon and just check out there, and you'll get 3 months at the price of one. And that's
now, somebody just asked me if there are any limitations in the trial in terms of what they can see and what they can do.
Yeah, so during the trial, so for us to prevent abuses that people can, because it's free, we do not ask for credit card during the trial, just for you to come in, add your competitors, or add your domain keywords. So we get all the data, but you can see, if we're in trial, you can see only the top 30 links, the most recent 30 links. Here, then you will see all the metrics, but you will see subscribe to view the actual link, and you cannot export.
All right. So you see the first how many? 30?
First 30, yeah, links.
First 30. Okay.
But you can browse basically every link. You will see all the metrics here externally, so you'll get an idea of exactly what we do. You will get keyword rankings during the trial, so that's no limitation here. The other limitation, you cannot export the links during the trial.
Okay.
So and that's it.
Okay.
Basically.
So in the free trial, they have a limit of 30 backlinks they can view, and you can't export them.
Okay. But, and during the trial,
click on them and go see them.
During the trial, so they can add their website, and they will see basically if they pass that limit of 500 links or not, to see if they should upgrade to Premium Plus or Premium Start plan. Or if they have more domains, or if they want to add more competitors, they will need to upgrade to the Premium Plus plan to add more competitors, more keywords. And for example, on the Premium Plus, we dig deeper to find more competitors' links. So on your website, we try to find all your links and then monitor constantly. But for competitors, during the trial, we are limited to only the top 500 links, and with the Premium Plus is top 1,000 links, something like this. So you'll get more link data from. Somebody
just asked me where they go to sign up for the free trial.
Just to the registration page. I think on the home page we have
MonitorBacklinks.com.
Yeah, MonitorBacklinks.com. I think it's on the presentation. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And of course, during the trial, you will get some emails from me after you register. I'm doing all the customer support to make sure everyone understands, and I will try to answer if you have any questions related to the tool or even some small SEO questions. I will try to help. If you do not know your keywords, your competitors, or you do not understand anything, or you need some guides, just send an email to contact@monitorbacklinks or to razvan@monitorbacklinks.com. And
what is it? Contact@monitorbacklinks.com?
Yeah, contact@monitorbacklinks.com.
Okay.
Or
Alrighty,
just use the quick ask a question form here, and you can easily send me a message, and I can reply.
Okay.
Oh.
Super. Hey, thank you, Razvan. Yeah. I think this has been very educational. We had a fair number of questions.
I hope so.
I've just sent out his contact email, and feel free to contact him with questions, because I know this is a fast run-through, and I myself have used the site for about a month, and I'm still learning things, so he's the expert. And I have to tell you,
if anyone,
you were very responsive when I would send a question and say, how do I do this? How do I do that? Thank you.
That's good. If you have any, wait, I forgot what I wanted to say. Anyway, you'll get a coupon via email, okay? So, yeah, if you have any other questions, just send me an email after you sign up.
All right, and everybody has an email address just for the site, so I sent it to you. So look to the right there under questions, and you can see it.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone, for attending today. We appreciate it very much. Razvan, thank you for helping us understand the importance of backlinks and the way that we might rescue ourselves from the damage they can create.
Okay, thank you very much.
Have a great day, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.